Alex, atheists have always challenged Christians with this thought that can a perfect God create an imperfect world?
Yeah, this is obviously a response to humanity looking around and seeing that there is in fact an imperfect world. People make mistakes. There's sin in the world. The world is quite imperfect. So they claim that in order for God to exist, he would have, and be perfect, he would have had to create a perfect world. Of course, a skeptic assumes that he sets the standard for what perfect is. But in fact, really, it's the Creator who sets the standard of what perfect is. Let me give you an example. If I am an artist and today I want to do a portrait, I set the standard. I want a portrait to look like this. If I accomplish that goal, then I'm a perfect painter. On the other hand, the next day I may want to do an abstract and say, hey, this is what I set out to do, and if the painting comes out the way I want it to, then I'm still perfect. Now, someone might come one day and say, hey, look at that abstract. This is not a good painter because look at this mess that he made on the canvas. But that may have been my intent. So it's the Creator of the thing that sets the standard of what he wants that thing to be. Let me give you, they are correct in this. If God makes a mistake, he is no longer perfect. Perfect means without error. Okay, to have the title of perfect, you cannot even make one mistake. And let me give you an example. Suppose there's a baseball player, and he's the best baseball player in the world. But not only is he the best baseball player in the world, every time he goes up to bat, he hits a home run on the first pitch. Throughout his entire career, every time he goes up to bat, first pitch, boom, it's a home run. Great. He's perfect. If one day he doesn't hit a home run, strikes out, then you could say he's no longer perfect, right? He may still be the best baseball player in the world, but he can't claim to be perfect. Now, let's take that same scenario. Same baseball player, new game, new day, goes up to the plate to bat, strikes out. Same game, goes up to the bat a second time, strikes out. 4 times he strikes out in that entire game, never hits the ball one time. What's going on? Is he perfect anymore? Well, a lot of people would look at him and say, well, he's no longer perfect. Once again, he may still be the best player in the world. Now, let's suppose after the game, you met with him and said, what happened out there? How did you strike out 4 times when you had a perfect batting record? And he said to you, to be really honest with you, I meant to do that because I really wanted to give other people a chance to hit some home runs. Well, then he's still perfect, because that was his intention. So before we can define what perfect is, we have to define what the purpose is. Okay? So begs the question, what is the purpose of this universe? What purpose did God have in mind when he created the universe? See, we assume it's to make me happy, to bring me pleasure, but that's not it at all. And you listen to a lot of popular sermons, God did all this so that I could be happy and make a whole lot of money, but that's not it at all. The reason God created the universe was to bring him glory, period. That's why there is a universe at all, is to show all the heavens his incredible attributes. When the universe began, it showed his incredible power. When he's forming the DNA molecule, it's showing his incredible wisdom to all the heavens to see. What does that mean, to bring him glory? It means to display his attributes. Okay? So, does this universe is perfect at doing that? Well, the problem is if he would have made man sinless, loving him only, he would have been incapable of showing, the universe would have been incapable of showing his most enduring attributes, which is attributes of mercy, attributes of grace, attributes of forgiveness, attributes of love. See, he couldn't have done that and gotten all that glory had mankind been, sinless and perfect like a robot. So, God did not make a mistake. See, the question is embedded with a flaw, is that that God made a mistake, that this universe is perfect because we don't know and we don't think about the purpose that God had in making this universe. Does this universe give him the maximum amount of glory? And you can make a strong argument that it is. Does that help?
That clears up a lot.